Is everybody ready to begin? All right, thank you. I'm going to call this meeting of Saanich Council to order on Monday, June 15th, 2015. We've got a special agenda tonight, and it's our pleasure to present the Environmental Awards. It's an achievement award that's given out by Council through our Environment and Natural Areas Committee, and recognizing excellence in environmental achievement here in Saanich. So with that, I'm going to hand over to Councillor Murdoch, and we'll start the process of giving out the awards.
They've made the huge error of giving me a microphone, but I promised our staff I wouldn't open with a song. I want to thank the Mayor for the introduction. I want to thank Council for the opportunity to present the awards as part of this evening's meeting, and I want to thank you all for coming to celebrate the tremendous efforts of the individuals and organizations that we're going to recognize this evening. You'll notice these monitors up on the side. We coordinated some photos of the winners this evening, so you'll have an opportunity to see them in their natural habitat. And then I'm going to read a brief summary of the bios of each of the winners. They'll have an opportunity to come up here and shake hands with the Mayor and receive their plaque. And then we'll have an opportunity for some photos. Hang around, we're going to recognize a few folks, and then we'll have an opportunity for some photos outside. And as I said, if you join us upstairs for the reception, once we finish that, we'll come back inside and Council will convene for the rest of the meeting. And you're free to hang around for that if you want, but please don't feel pressured to do so. So with that, we're going to start off by acknowledging the winner for individual citizen, and that is Colleen O'Brien. Colleen is receiving the award of Individual Environmental Achievement for her work to restore area ecosystems in Playfair Park. She's currently the lead volunteer steward for Pulling Together in Playfair and has donated more than 4,000 hours of volunteer work on restoration and related activities in the park over the last 15 years. She's currently focusing on restoration techniques to remove invasive species and the replanting of rare native species. Colleen's nomination was supported by over 120 members of the public, and having gone through the process of reviewing nominees a number of times, I can tell you that is the most impressive collection of nominators that I've seen. So a ringing endorsement, certainly for Colleen. So I'm pleased to introduce here to accept the award on her behalf is Colleen O'Brien. We have the winner for volunteer organization, and then that is the Friends of Swan Creek and Pulling Together volunteers. The Friends of Swan Creek Watershed is a volunteer citizen-led organization which formed in 2012 in order to participate in stream and riparian restoration projects on Swan Creek. Since then, they, in conjunction with volunteers from Pulling Together and many other organizations, have donated more than 1,000 hours of volunteer time to conduct water quality testing, stream channel restoration, invasive removal, replanting of native plants, and educational work with elementary school students. This group has been rewarded with seeing salmon spawn in areas of Swan Creek that they have restored, a very impressive achievement. So here to accept this award this evening is Bob Cox and Craig Elder. business or commercial. And this year's winner is Bernhardt Contracting. Rob and Mark Bernhardt have been pioneering the construction of passive house concepts and technology in the CRD. Passive house certification requires that the home achieves a 90% reduction in energy use from a normal code-built home, while achieving high indoor air quality at the same time. They built the first passive house on Vancouver Island in 2013, right here in Saanich, and since then have generously shared their knowledge and expertise with many local designers and builders while continuing to pioneer the industry. And here to accept on behalf of Bernhardt is Mark Bernhardt. Now we've got the category of youth group and school, and I should probably let you know now, not a conflict of interest to declare, but many years ago, I was also a student at Claremont Secondary, and I could not be more proud to see the tremendous work that's taking place there. There was good work going on when I was there, but there's a lot of very good work going on now, and I'm delighted to be here to celebrate some of that. This Claremont Secondary School program uses a project-based curriculum. I don't think I said it's the Claremont Institute for Global Solutions, IGS. This Claremont Secondary School program uses a project-based curriculum to teach students about pressing global challenges such as climate change, urbanization, and sustainable energy. Students have been exposed to many initiatives and inspirational speakers intended to provide them with the skills and knowledge to help tackle these challenges in the future. And the teacher sponsor of the program, Mark Neufeld, let us know that he brought with him some excellent examples of the program's participants. And I had the opportunity to meet those folks this evening. They are students from Claremont, and they are truly each very impressive individuals in their own right. And so I will introduce them and call upon the four of them and Mark to come on up. Five of them and Mark to come on up. I see Cameron Anderson, Connor Phillips, Annie McIntosh, Emily Bunt. I have Graham Mitchell and, of course, Mark Neufeld. Please come on up. I was right, I thought I counted four. That was one of the skills I picked up at Claremont.
Everybody tuck in. Tuck in. There we go. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, that's good. Can I take a couple here? Okay. And one more. There you go. Thank you.
That's when the panorama on the phone camera is actually very helpful. Everybody just has to stand really, really still as their face ends up out here. Thank you. Wasn't that good? That's filler. That's when people are still finding their seats. Next up, we have the winner for biodiversity conservation, and that is Habitat Acquisition Trust. Since HAT, as we call it in the biz, was established in 1996, this organization has partnered with government and community to restore and maintain natural habitats in Saanich and the surrounding area. HAT has worked to establish covenants on private property, research endangered species within Saanich, and conduct a door-to-door Good Neighbors program on the Colquitts River and Todd Creek. HAT has contributed knowledge and resources that have enhanced the effectiveness of volunteer-based programs and built capacity for environmental protection with private landowners. And here to accept on behalf of HAT is Adam Taylor. next award. I probably wouldn't have normally, under normal circumstances, told this story, but there are so few opportunities to actually get to embarrass Karen that I can tell you that we dated briefly in high school. But I checked with our solicitor, and after 16 years, that is not a conflict of interest. Cat's out of the bag now, I'm sorry. The winner for sustainability is Jol Properties, and as I said, Karen is here to accept on their behalf. Jol Properties is a Saanich-based developer, owner, and manager of office, retail, and light industrial space in Greater Victoria. They have the largest portfolio of BOMA Best certified buildings on Vancouver Island. This program provides environmental performance certification for existing buildings. Jol Properties not only has demonstrated a strong commitment to sustainable and environmentally responsible business practices, but they have also taken the extra step to educate and inform their tenants on sustainability issues such as energy, waste, and water reduction. And as I said, Karen Jol is here to receive the award. It's a small town. Finally, we have the winner in the long-term achievement category, and that is the Rithitz Bog Conservation Society. The Rithitz Bog Conservation Society formed in 1990 and has worked since that time to restore portions of the bog for water flow habitat, remove invasive species, waterfowl. I was thinking to myself, what would water flow habitat be? It's because I'm suffering from a bout of dyslexia suddenly. Waterfowl habitat, remove invasive species, and enhance habitat for native species. The Society engages in public outreach and education to raise awareness about the bog and its special status as the last remaining peat bog on the Saanich Peninsula. And here to accept on behalf of the Society is Russ Pym. Now we'll have the winners come outside to join us for some photos in the sunshine. And if you'll all excuse us just for a few moments, we're going to go and do what politicians love to do, and that's have a photo op. In the meantime, I'll give you a topic to discuss: sustainability. We'll see you soon.